let's stop with the pointless chatter and pick up a platter. Sorry, I've been watching way too much SpongeBob. My almost 2-year-old constantly always asks for SpongeBob. So, if you get that reference, that's the frickin' Krabby O Mondays where Krabs sells out. Okay, we're getting way off topic. Anyway, moving on. Topic of today's video. Let's talk about Bioshock 2. So, let's start right off with the story. Story of Bioshock 2 goes, and this happens in the very first minutes when you turn the game on, so no spoilers here, no major spoilers. You are a big daddy, and you have your little sister who, we find out this little sister actually has a name, Eleanor, which is interesting because in Bioshock, they were just little sisters, they didn't have a name. And we also see a glimpse of right before Bioshock went to shit. So, that's always fun as well. You end up, your little sister gets captured by some people, so you go to save her, and a woman comes in saying Eleanor is her daughter, and commands you to take off your helmet and Sudoku yourself. So it goes from there that you are now hunting around trying to find, this is years and years later of course, but you are hunting around trying to find Eleanor, because for this particular model of Big Daddy, if he is away from his little sister for too long, he dies. And I mean, it's just in his directive anyway, he just wants to protect the little sister. And for the type he is, I'm just gonna say the type he is because I can't remember what they're called, but he is an earlier version, so he is attached to one little sister instead of just caring about all of them, so he specifically needs to be with Eleanor. But that is the basics of the story, without giving any spoilers, because of course in a Bioshock game there's always twists. So, that is that. Moving on, we are going to talk about the gameplay. Gameplay, it's basically the same as Bioshock 1, but of course improved upon. It takes all those basics, you know, of you got your plasmids and you have your gun, but then you also obviously get a drill for being a big daddy, and you get different guns, like the hacking system too, I feel is a lot more interesting because you have like a dart gun that you shoot at machines and it'll hack, it'll come up with like a little mini kind of quick time trial thing instead of those horrible flow puzzles. I will take the Bioshock 2 hacking over the first Bioshocks any day. Oh my goodness, I hate it so much. But yeah, and honestly, the way you're moving around, you just feel heavy. You feel like a big daddy. It's great. You just feel that you're this big, imposing thing. And honestly, you know, while the splicers, of course, are still a little difficult, they're not that horrible to take care of. And it's, in my opinion, interesting to see the other side of, you know, how the big daddies and little sisters are, because you can also pick up little sisters and you can either have them drain at them, you can do the same thing of like saving or sacrificing, but what you do is you take them up to a hole and you have them, you know, go into their little vents. Or what you can do until they're full is take the little sisters around, they'll lead you to a body where they will collect Adam from it, and while she's doing that, you have to protect her. And even in order to pick up a little sister, you have to find another big daddy who has a little sister attached to him, because you yourself cannot call out little sisters. So you have to find one who's attached and beat the big daddy. So that's a tip for you. If you see a big daddy and they don't have a little sister, don't bother attacking him just yet. Wait for him to get a little sister, especially if you're needing one. But otherwise, a lot of those mechanics and everything work the same, but like I said, just improved upon. Also, of course you have, you know, the little bit of graphical updates. For instance, the little sisters look much better. Honestly, I think the little sisters in Bioshock 1 look so stupid. I'm sorry, that is just how I feel. And that is how I will always feel. To me, they look horrible. I love the look of the little sisters in Bioshock 2 much better. Like, I can actually take it seriously. It looks cooler, looks a little creepier. In the first game, I could not stand them. They're just, oh, it was horrible. But I also do love in Bioshock 2 how you're not viewing the same areas that you do in 1, and you're also not traveling by bathysphere. You're traveling by the train, which is also a nice little touch. So, you know, it's those nice little things that make the game stand out and be its own thing instead of just being a complete rehash of 1. So anyway, we're now going to move on to my thoughts and opinions. So, spoiler alert now, because I have played Bioshock Infinite on stream. 2 is my favorite. 2 is my favorite Bioshock. The other ones aren't bad by any means, but 2 is my absolute favorite. I freaking love it. It is amazing. Like, honestly, I feel you need to play Bioshock 2. It is... I love the twist. I love how the game plays and everything. All these different options, because you're finding these different people, and your choices impact Eleanor. Like, for instance, if you choose to kill the people or let them go, there's certain people, like the boss people of certain areas, you can kill them or let them go, and that will affect the ending you get. It will change her. And I also love even how, like, at the end of the game, for a little bit, you get to play as a little sister and, like, see what they're seeing. Like, because I was just always fascinated when I was playing Bioshock 1 by the Big Daddy little sisters, and I think they knew that everybody was like that, which is why they made 2 the way they did. But, like, it's so interesting to see. This is how the little sister sees everything. This is how they view the world. And I love that they had that touch. The game controls great. It's fun to play. You're going through and you just want to keep going. Like, a lot of the notes, especially the ones from Eleanor when she was little and everything, like, of course, it's always so interesting to hear, like, the world building through that. And then you even have, there's someone who, completely optional, but, so, slight spoiler for this, but it's not spoiler for main story. You can find one that is, I can't remember his name, but he's a man who, he knows his daughter got kidnapped and taken down here. So it's even revealed to you that the world does know that the city of Rapture exists, because he knows his daughter was taken. So he's going to try to find his daughter. You can keep finding the voxophones, and you actually eventually find the Big Daddy that he was turned into. Like, you actually find it and he's labeled. Like, after you kill him, like, that's just a really cool touch to me. Like, you have this little side story of this man trying to find his daughter, and you get so invested, and you get a payoff of an ending. Even if it's the end, not a happy ending you wanted, you get the payoff of a resolution to know what happened. And that's just freaking awesome to me. Like, I love that world building stuff like that. Ignore my dog snoring in the background. Freaking Lila. She's so lazy. But that is, like, that's just, it's the cool extra stuff to me that it didn't have to be included, but it makes the game so much better and builds the world so much better. I'm gonna give this game a 9.5 out of 10. Straight up. No questions asked. But anyway, go ahead, leave down below what your favorite Bioshock is. And let's not just do a bunch of Bioshock Infinite slander, okay? The game is not that bad. But let me know down below which Bioshock is your favorite. Go ahead and leave a like if you did enjoy this video. You don't have to, but it helps to let me know what y'all are enjoying watching. If you want to see more videos like this, I upload stuff talking about video games every Monday and Friday. As for gameplay and possibly other, like, I'm probably not going to say it after this until stuff gets set in stone, but there's going to be some other stuff added, but Monday and Friday will always be video game related stuff. Or you can hit that subscribe button to just make it easier on yourself. Twitter, Instagram, I have a Discord, I even have a vlog channel, all linked down below. So is my Twitch, where you can watch me stream. For instance, I streamed all of the Bioshock games, so, you know, if you want to do that, come hang out, the schedule's there. But I also stream every Tuesday through Saturday, starting 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to come, join. Let's have fun. It's a good time always. Or not, depending on, you know, your level of, if you enjoy watching someone kind of suck at video games, because admittedly I'm not the greatest. I will be the first to admit it. But anyway, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!